Welcome back to Success with Steven. My name is Steven Smith. On this channel, we discuss all things financial literacy. If you're a business owner trying to build or rebuild your personal credit, you've probably asked this about 1,000 times, but is it possible to get a credit card that only will use your EIN and it does not require a personal guarantee? And we're going to break down the top 3 EIN only business credit cards. And these are the top 3 that I've personally been approved for myself. I'm also going to provide you with the exact requirements to get approved for each of these cards. Once again, these are 100% business only financing. I'll also leave links to each one of these cards in the description below in case you choose to apply at any point in the video. But I do want you to keep in mind that these cards are not for everyone, and typically they're going to require that your business already have some financial footing. So if you're starting from scratch, you may need to build your business credit profile first. You'll also want to establish some revenue. With that said, let's dive into the top picks for EIN only no PG business credit cards. Number 1 on the list is going to be the Revenued FlexLine Plus business card, and I was approved for $15,000 with this card. Revenued's FlexLine gives business owners a fresh and flexible way to access working capital whenever it's needed. There are no draw fees, there are no maintenance costs, and there is no minimum credit score requirement, just straightforward funding in terms that are built for speed and convenience. You borrow only what you need and when you need it. They have limits up to $500,000, and these funds can be deposited directly into your business bank account or accessed through the Revenue Visa business card. If you're looking for fast, flexible capital without the red tape, Revenued's FlexLine will deliver on that aspect. Now, the Revenue FlexLine is based on your business revenue. So as your business grows, your FlexLine will increase as well. So if you have a fast growing business and you continuously need more funding for your operation, then this will be a great option for you. Once your Revenue FlexLine business card application is reviewed, you can be approved within 1 hour, and you are not required to move forward with opening the account until you actually see what your FlexLine limit is. Revenue also offers 24/7 access to business funding via the mobile app and the Revenue business card. Revenue also reports to Dun & Bradstreet, so this will help build your business credit as well. And the Revenue business card doesn't come with a definitive APR since it is factor based. Now, once again, I have the previous video where I go into all the details about the factor rate. It's a multiplier that's expressed by a decimal, and it's used to calculate the total repayment amount for a loan or like in advance, rather than having an interest rate. So the factor rate is fixed. It doesn't typically change, but the factor rate with Revenued will be anywhere between 1.1 and 1.5. The good news is you won't have to worry about compounding interest charges, and you could be placed in a daily or weekly repayment term. These plans vary from one business to the next, but as underwriters review your application, they will determine your repayment period at the same time they determine your factor rate and the FlexLine limit. However, to use your FlexLine, you'll have to pay finance charges based on your factor rate, and funds are automatically deducted from your account based on the rate and the payback term that you agree to. To qualify for Revenued's FlexLine and business card, you'll need to meet some basic qualifications. A new account holder will likely be approved even if you haven't focused on building business credit at this moment, but you must be in business for at least 1 year or longer. This is not for startups or new businesses. You will need to have a separate bank account for your business, and this account will need to have at least 3 months of activity. You'll also need a minimum of $20,000 a month in deposits, and any other business entity except sole prop will be eligible for this FlexLine. Last, you need to have a US-based business. The top industries for this FlexLine is geared towards construction, food service and restaurants, healthcare, transportation, and other professional services. Now, if you meet these criteria, you are likely to qualify for this business card. There is a link in the description. Highly recommend that if you feel like you can meet those qualifications, apply and see what happens. There's no harm in doing so. And if you get approved, then you can be approved for up to $500,000, potentially, depending on your business revenue. If you want a step-by-step guide of how the application process should be handled, I do have that in my other video. I'm also going to link that right here for you in case you want to watch that before you apply. Number 2 is the Bill Divvy credit card, also known as the Divvy business card, and it's a point-based corporate charge card that's offered by Bill.com. And I was actually approved for this card two times, once for $10,000 and the second time for $4,000. Now, the key features of the Divvy credit card include generating physical and virtual cards, assigning budgets and owners to specific cards, and providing you a one-time use for cards for initiatives like events, vendor bills, and things like that. Like other corporate charge cards, the Divvy credit card does not allow you to carry a rolling balance. So in other words, the full balance must be paid completely before the next billing period begins, but it's the same as using an American Express, a gold card, the platinum card, or even using the Premier card with Chase. There are plenty of cards that operate this exact same way. If you miss a payment, you risk having your account suspended, so you definitely want to keep that in mind. Divvy also offers 3 different types of billing cycles. You can pay weekly, semi-monthly, or monthly. However, they incentivize businesses to adopt a weekly or semi-monthly repayment billing cycle by offering increased multipliers for points and rewards for those that choose the option over a monthly repayment term. So I did add that at the bottom. It's a breakdown of the current point reward multipliers by billing repayment periods chosen by each of the customers. So weekly, you have 7x points on restaurant spending, 5x points in hotels. If you have a reoccurring software subscription, then you get 2x points. Everything else is 1.5x points. You also have the semi-monthly 4x points, hotel spending 3x points, and then you get 1.75 for reoccurring software subscriptions, 1x point for everything else. If you have monthly, then it's the lowest, 2x points for restaurant spending, 2x for hotels. Reoccurring software subscriptions is 1.5. Everything else is 1x. Now, the company must spend at least 30% of the credit limit in a given month, and there may be a dollar amount limit on certain bonus categories, which will be capped. You also need to have your Bill Divvy credit card for at least 12 months. So for example, the 7 points on restaurant spending only applies to the first $5,000 to spend each month. And you need to be sure that you read the credit card agreement for more details, but you will not be able to actually get those bonus category points until your account has been open for at least 12 months. Business owners apply for a line of credit on Bill's website. And once again, I have an entire video that will walk you through the process. Your business must be active in the US, and you must have a US business bank account with a stable and predictable cash flow. You may need to have at least $20,000 in available cash in your business bank account, and you also must have sufficient cash to repay the account. You also need to have a minimum of 3 months operating history. However, longer business history can demonstrate some stability and reliability, which can also help with your approval. One thing that I do like about this one, you can do this with a sole prop. My second card was with a sole proprietorship, so I was able to get 2. And as long as your business applies with applicable laws and regulations, then you'll be good. The business shouldn't engage in any prohibited industries as defined by Divvy. You can check the website for those, but for the most part, the businesses that we normally discuss on this channel, you can get approved for that. Similar top industries that are targeted would be construction, food service, restaurants, healthcare, transportation, and other professional services, just to give you more examples. There's another link to apply for this card in the description below. I'm also going to link that video if you want to see the step-by-step of how to apply for this particular card. Number 3 on our list is the Ramp Visa corporate card, and I was approved for $20,000 with this one. If you're looking for a corporate credit card that allows you to manage your business expenses, earn rewards, and save money with customized spending insights, this might be the one for you. It has no annual fee. Very straightforward, 1.5% cash back on all purchases with no caps or category restrictions. So in terms of cash back business cards with no annual fee, this is a solid rate. Ramp's 30-day repayment term means that in addition to never paying interest, you also don't have the option to carry a balance, just like many of the other ones that we've talked about. Depending on the type of business that you run and what stage that it's in, you'll have to decide whether the Ramps card potential interest savings outweighs the flexibility to pay over time when you need that. I think that the Ramp card is ideal for startups with high growth and companies with strong cash flow, but you may have limited credit history. And very similar to our other cards on this list, to qualify for Ramps Visa corporate card, you'll need to be in business for at least 6 months. So not too bad. You need to have a separate business bank account. And I would say the only other tough thing about this one is that the minimum does go up. It is about $50K to $75,000 in monthly deposits, and any entity but sole proprietorships can apply for this business, and it does need to be a US based business. Now, to kind of wrap this up, I have plenty of videos on this channel where I discuss how you can earn money, make money for your business. All you really have to do is start a new business, put some money into your business bank account, and just let it sit. If you let that money sit with at least the qualifying amounts that we talked about in this video, you pretty much will qualify for all of these cards. And between all of these cards, I was technically able to get $50,000 in available credit line with no personal guarantee. So if you would like to do the same thing, my recommendation is start your business, get your cash flow going, sit the money in the account, and then start applying for these cards. So again, if you want access to potentially, like me, $50,000 of no personal guarantee working capital, I highly recommend that you at least try to apply for these cards as long as you can meet the basic qualifications of each of them. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, links are in the description for each of these cards. If you've applied for any one of these, let me know. If you're approved, please let me know that in the comments below. I would love to congratulate you on that no PG card that you finally have gotten. Or if you have any questions about these particular cards, then let me know in the comments as well. Thank you so much for watching this video, and you have a wonderful day.